Hi, Claire Nielsen, vlog 47, Faith Walk Over 50. Just wanted to do a quick update. Today is the 19th of January 2022. My last vlog, I talked about the fact that I was about to have this interview and would see how it goes. So that happened yesterday, and I got the job. Got a call yesterday evening, and I'm not sure exactly when I start, but it won't be long. They're just going to do DBS checks and that kind of thing, I'm very close to starting. It was quite. What I want to share really is just kind of what it's about to walk by faith this way, because bear in mind, so I haven't been employed since I was down at Freedom, and I left Freedom in April 2019, and that job I did, ended up being a 6-month contract, and prior to that I hadn't worked since 2016 when I got made redundant. So in all of this time, the Lord has provided for me amazingly. I've not once been in debt in the whole of the last 6 years, effectively. And so He's provided in amazing ways, as I've said before. But so when I went down to Freedom, I hadn't applied for a single job in the 3 years. Since I got made from being made redundant. So I applied for one job, had one interview and got that job. I came out of Freedom, and obviously I got sent to Australia, and then COVID happened and all that kind of stuff. And last year I ended up starting gardening, but I still wasn't employed by anybody, and I didn't apply. I never got a sense to apply for a job until the opportunity came up at Freedom, and at the Beacon. So again, I applied for one job, and I got the one job. And I think years ago I was shown a picture of 3 doors, and the left-hand door is a door which basically is a bit like when I say a religious thing. I'm not talking about religious as in, God or religion. I'm talking about something where you think that you should step through that door. There is a sense that you think it's the right thing to do, and you try to do it in your own strength because you believe it's what the next thing is for you. Either because someone's given you a picture and you think, well, that's what it looks like, and therefore I'm going to make that happen. I've been through that door many times. The middle door is a door which is kind of it's a bit like going out into the world and being in a queue for a job that you go and look in a newspaper and you find a job, and you go in the queue with everybody else. And I got shown years ago that I could join that queue if I wanted, but I would always be at the back, so there wasn't a lot of point. And then the right hand door is a door which basically God opens for you, and I was shown that I needed to learn to walk through that right hand door whenever possible, because that was the best one to go through. Now, so I've walked through 2 right-hand door opportunities. There wasn't any opportunity in between that would have been a right-hand door, and I had to wait. But He provided for me in the waiting, and then the right opportunity appears, and it's just very obvious that it's the right opportunity. So, there is a real learning in that. And it's not easy. I mean, don't get me wrong. You've got to sit on your hands a long time and be prepared to do that. But He's so faithful in looking after us as we do that. So faithful. I would not be, so many things. Anyway, so just to share a bit about the interview yesterday, it was quite funny. The opening question was, would you like to tell us about your walk of faith? which of course I did. Not all of it. There's too much, but enough to make sure that they know what they're getting. I was very honest about who I am and what I believe. In terms of my faith and who I am in that, and yeah, so it's going to be interesting. It really is going to be interesting. I don't know how this is going to play out. I really don't know, because all I know is it's the right job, it's at the right time, and it's what I'm, in my world, it's what I believe that I agreed to do before I came here. And I'm not talking about Mansfield Woodhouse. I'm talking about life. So I'm very, this is what I agreed to do. It's what's on my scroll, as we talk about. And so we'll see how it plays out. And there are so many coincidences. It's quite funny because when I went to Freedom, when I went to the Beacon initially, it was very much for me like Freedom, and like the kind of ethos and the way that we operated down there, and the way the interagency stuff, and very, very, very similar to Freedom. And then yesterday, bear in mind, this is an Anglican church, Church of England church, and but the facilities are very, other than that it's a big old church building, and they're old buildings. It's very, very similar to me to the time that I spent at New Life. It's a big complex with other people using that building. So it's very much like a resource church, and a church that kind of supports the local community. So quite amazing, There's never any coincidences in any of this. So anyway, I just wanted to share that. I'll keep you posted how things go. But yeah, interesting times. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye.